We have Indie on the left, Ledoux up there, Shanae's on the ground, and Hazel on the branches. They usually sense that something is coming, which is why she's quite agitated at the moment. Here we have the boys. Today is the big day for Indie and Ledoux. Ledoux, the big one on the left, Indie is the small one on the right now. As you can see, I purple dyed them so we can recognize them in troop easily and spot them from far away. So Ledoux touched his hip, so he has purple dye on the hand, and then he put it in his mouth. So that's not ideal, but it's harmless for them. That's why we use this purple dye. Here they are eagerly drinking milk, and a few more hours to go and they'll be in troop. Big boy. Yeah, there's been a lot of progress with Ledoux recently. In the past few weeks, Indie has been doing amazing from the start. He was sleeping on Shanae's belly. Ledoux, he was really often alone and sleeping by himself, but the past few weeks he's been sleeping with them on the top perch. So he's usually clinging to Hazel's back. So it's really sweet to see. So we hope that will do well in the Indie troop. The troop just did a alarm call. So we have Shanae on the left, then Indie, Ledoux, and Jesse on the right. They're all trying to look what their alarm calling at. I didn't find it as well. It's really sweet to see all of them together.
Mom's eager to get out, but of course we want Indie on Shanae's belly so that he goes out into the doe is not being carried. He's a bit too big, so we'll just let the others out and then hopefully he will follow.
Indie's on the perch.
Oh yeah.
Okay, just go ahead. Melandro goes in, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is she goes in?
Yes.
So that's Hazel. Shanae, like a missile. She has already gone. There she goes. She's right in the middle of the trip. She's already got a bit of a baby train. With a few of the adults have spotted her with a baby. Of course they're eager to follow. And that is Crumpet going over. So we're keeping an eye on Crumpet because she does tend to give the babies a little dominance bite once they go out into the troop and be a little bit cheeky, but then she's really great with them afterwards. She is a bit of an enforcer. I can just see Shanae's head just underneath the blue shelter. It's quite difficult to see. There she is in the background. If you can see, just go on the left. There she goes. She's finally stopped a little second. On the move again. Okay, Shanae's been on the move, trying to avoid all the attention, but they finally just settled here. I can't quite see who this other female is. Who is that? Is it Felice? No. cotton. Cotton. So all the adults saying hello to the new baby. Getting a lot of good attention. This is Akoya. The one at the front there. I can't see who the one in the middle is. Got a grim train going. And away they go, and this is Candy. So this is Ledoux, still in the cage. Of course he wasn't being carried, and he is very humanized, so it's much harder to get him out. So we're going to introduce him to more of the troop. This is Jessie. It's in with him now on the right at the door. Try and get in some socialization with the rest, and hopefully that'll make him a bit more comfortable about going out. And if we can get Shanae and Indie close by, hopefully he'll run out to them. But this is always the issue with bigger babies who are not super interested in being mummed.
Right there we have Indie with Hazel.
You'll notice there's like a little sore on the back of little Indie's back. This is actually caused by crumpet. It does look worse than it actually is, but for some reason some of the little ones that are introduced, she just goes in straight away and puts them into their place. We're not too sure if it's some kind of dominance action that she does. Fortunately it doesn't get any worse than this, although it does look quite bad from here. It's just because it bleeds a little bit and makes the little wound look a lot worse than what it is, but yeah, it's nothing too serious. The only real fallback, it does make little Indie a little bit more wary of the other monkeys around and stick closer to her mom, which sometimes is a good thing. So maybe it is some kind of lesson that she's being taught, not to wander too far away from your mother, because you could get yourself into a bit of trouble. So very difficult to see why, but sometimes it does make them behave a little bit better and stick closer to mom.
So we have Ledoux just there. Main feed just arrived. So we have feelings. So she might have scratched the wound. So just bleeding again, but it's nothing too bad. So he's a bit scared of her at the moment because I brought him when he took some corn. So we tried to put the footballs quite far away from each other. So they both had one football, but then she just eyeballed him and went to it again. So he has corn right now. So he will just go down later when she's away from the football. So we have Indie just there. He went out in troop this morning. He just went in and out of the feeding cage. Okay, well, the birds are not helping. Fiona is trying to get him. Oh yeah, he has a wound. So Indie is with Shanae. So we have Fiona following them. So there is Hazel with Indie. He just got out in troop in like 1 hour ago, something like this. So he went out on Chinese belly and now he's on Hazel's belly. And she is surrounded by a lot of females and juveniles. Everyone wants to groom him. We have Indy who went on in troop this morning. He's in the shelter with his foster mom Shanae. We have Turk on the left. So she's lip smacking and trying to groom him. So he's doing good. As you can see, he has a wound. He got bitten by a crumpet, a high rank. But it looks worse than what it is. He's doing pretty good. He's spending time with both moms. He actually went into the feeding cage but didn't drink anything. He got too scared. But now he's starting to get off the belly and he's pretty calm. So we have Ledoux just there. I'm trying to not come too close of the foster home cage, otherwise he's screaming and crying. But yeah, Phyllis is still in. He's still very scared of her, but it is to be expected. He's getting a bit more used to her though. He's just avoiding her, so that's good, that's progress. So we'll see how it goes. It's already 3:30 now, so I think even if Shanae, Hazel, Indy walk past, I might not open the cage because we don't want to risk him not going out and then we don't have another female in for the night. So yeah, Sweet Boy is gonna stay with Phyllis for the night. He's still drinking super well from the feeding cage. I think he feels safe inside as well because she can't reach him. Earlier when he went in, yeah, she's just there. When he went in, she was trying to reach for him. So he stayed right in the middle when she could not reach him. Just there we have Indy with his mom Shanae. He's enjoying some main feed. So we have Diddy Kong who just walked by, so I think that's why he got scared and went to Shanae. There we have Hazel, he's with both moms. Back to mom again. Diddy Kong again. Indy is going to Hazel. He's looking at Shanae and Hazel to see which one he will stay with. Fiona just appeared and they're all gone, and Shanae is running after them. So we have Indie being with Shanae, and I'm not sure who just arrived. Maybe kicking nets. Yeah. We have Indie with Hazel. He got scared of Screech. He's been doing great. He's becoming really independent, just walking around, climbing in the trees by himself. As long as Hazel and Shanae are with him, it's all good. So we have Shanae with him at the moment. So we have Ledoux just there and Melandro. So we got Phyllis out this morning and got her in. She's actually the only one who had really positive interactions towards Ledoux. She came in yesterday. She was one of the first females in, and she was lip smacking, going to him, trying to hold him. Yes, as you can see, Ledoux, he's really nervous. Earlier she tried to go to him and he's crying and screaming, which is normal. It's really scary for him. Yeah, they're gonna spend the weekend together, so we do hope that they bond a bit and that Ledoux gets more comfortable with her. So we're doing checks on them, but we're trying not to stay too long at the foster home cage, otherwise he just stays at the fence and screams for us. Yeah. So we have Ledoux up there. He's been spending today with Melandro. He's just there. He's more settled now. He's still avoiding her. Still scared but not screaming as much, so he's been spending most of the day up there. That's where she cannot reach him. She did went to him a couple of times. She's very patient. So yeah, pretty nervous boy, as you can see. But just this morning, if she was that close, he was screaming and running away. So that's really nice. Yeah, he's still drinking and eating, so that's the most important thing. So yeah, they're gonna stay the weekend together. We'll see how it goes. I do hope that after the first night it will get better. Because he settled with Phyllis yesterday. I'm pretty sure he will settle with Melandro for the night. So he might be more comfortable with her tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see. Well, little Ledoux is up there on the perch. Melandro went to him twice and he didn't move away, which is great. Because yesterday with Phyllis, yeah, here she comes again. So he's a bit scared, but he stopped crying and vocalizing. Maybe because he's hurt as well. He keeps licking his wounds and he's more calm. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I do think he's gonna stay there next to her. So he's licking the wound right now. Don't know if you can see. Yeah, so we'll try again in a few days to get him out. So I mean, that way he has time to heal, to get more used to Melandro, and then he'll be more ready to go out in troop. Yeah, pretty eventful 2 days for little Ledoux. But I'm sure he will do great once in troop. Ledoux just spent his first night with Malandro. It went well. Yesterday they settled next to each other. And when I went to check on them at night, it was pretty sweet. Ledoux was resting his head on Malandro's back. This morning, no interaction, but Ledoux actually climbed down to eat, which I'm very happy about. Yeah.
So little Ledoux still very attached to his human caregivers. As you can see, he gets attracted over to where they are standing and near the enclosure, so we do have to pay attention to this. Naturally, he does need to have the security, but we really need him to start focusing on the other monkeys. So normally the person who's normally working with him will actually stay away and stay further away from him. It's just that he's recently been put back into the cage, so everyone's just a little bit concerned.
Okay, so update on the Indie foster home cage. I got Malandro out and Indie, Hazel and Shanae back inside. Jessie is here as well. She's on the branches, so I'm waiting for her to go out. Indie Bean is just there. So we wanted to get Indie back in the foster home cage because he's not been drinking milk at all. It's been 3 days now. So the first thing he did when he came back was going straight to Ledoux, which was super sweet. And now Ledoux is starting to eat again as well. So I think it would be nice for both of them to be back with each other. And it will be much less stressful for Ledoux as well. We have Hazel up there. I think Jessie just in front of me and Tim in the back. And the baby's just there. So Indy didn't drink yet. He doesn't seem that interested by the feeding cage. And Ledoux has to be unfed at the moment. I think it was because he was really stressed that Malandro was in. So maybe that now that everyone is back together, he will start drinking from the feeding cage again. So we have Hazel with Indy. Ledoux on the left, Hazel facing me, Indy going on the right, and Shanae facing us right now. So we're going to let Hazel and Shanae and Indy with Ledoux during the weekend, and we'll try to do a second release in a few days. Ledoux is going a lot next to them at the door, so I'm hoping that next week he might do the same, and this time follow them out in troop. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm very happy to see him eating again and being very comfortable. Indy's doing great as well. We just want them to drink from the feeding cage, and none of them did it yet. It's amazing to see Ledoux like this again. He was really scared these past few days. Ledoux is grooming Shanae again. He's been vocalizing and trying to go on her belly actually. It's really sweet. Indy's following them. today is the part 2 of the TNT release. We have Ledoux drinking right there, and Indie just left the feeding cage. So I put purple dye on them again. I tried to put it on the same spot as last time. As you can see, Ledoux touched it with his hands, so he has purple dye on the hands now. And Indie is coming back. We have Ledoux just there, Malandro in the back. So Ledoux has a pretty good day. He's doing super good. He's comfortable with a few members of the troop now. He made a few friends with Mortadelo, Maggie and Mia, which was super cute. And now I let Malandro back in. So you have Hazel just now at the door. Malandro was with him the first time, and he's very comfortable with her. Just now when she entered the IC, she lip smiled to him, and he went to her. She groomed him, and he even groomed her a bit. So we're super happy about this, and just now he's drinking. So he's doing much better than the first time we tried to release him.
So little India, of course, is settling in very, very well. Most of the troops seem to love her a lot. Shanae's paying a lot of attention to her, and Shanae's also got quite a good ranking. So this is really good for little Indy. So she doesn't seem to be having any other problems with any of the other monkeys. Everybody seems to be looking after her now and giving her all the attention that she can get. And I think she's going to settle in pretty quickly. She is a little bit wary of some of the people around, but this is also to be expected because she's not very big, and I think in some cases she just doesn't want another mom taking her. She just wants to stick with Shanae at the moment. It's also nice to see that when she does get a little bit frightened, she does run to mom to go jump into mom's arms, which is also a very, very important thing for them. That they don't run in the wrong direction and get themselves into trouble, because this can also happen. So it just shows she's got a lot of confidence in her new mom, and she does feel secure in her arms, which is also very, very important.
Right, we have Shana in front. Amy tried her best but failed. We have Hazel in the back. Oh, she's trying again. He was scared of her as well in the IC. And he's going back to Shanae. That's a good boy. Kind of hoping he will go to the feeding cage. Oh, he's going. Yes, it's his first time drinking from the feeding cage in troop. Let's go.
Let's not go.
We have Ledoux just there. He's in the foster home cage with Phyllis. So we let Manager out because we want him to get used to a couple of females and juveniles in the cage. So right now what we're doing is we're letting one at a time. And we want him to spend some time with all of them. So we'll see how it goes. He's a bit stressed and not very comfortable with Phyllis at the moment. It was the same thing the first time we tried to release him. So I just let Phyllis out. She was redirecting on Ledoux a lot and he was quite stressed. So Cheyenne is on the right. She already came in the IC, but once again she was redirecting. But we have Precious, the alpha female, at the fence, so I'm not gonna let her in. You can see Cheyenne's reaction of Precious being next to her. Yeah, so far Phyllis and Cheyenne, who were in, both redirected on Ledoux, and he was very stressed with her. With them. So yeah, I'm waiting to see if another female or juvenile comes by. But now we know that there's a few that we don't want in. So of course Precious and Crumpet, who are the alpha female, and Crumpet is very high ranked. Cheyenne redirecting on Ledoux, and now Phyllis as well. So these ones I'm not gonna let them back in the IC for sure. This female is named Tammy. She was with Ledoux yesterday. There was not many interactions between them, but he was okay with eating next to her. So right now Ledoux is just there. He did eat again next to her, but then he climbed up. So the issue is that he keeps following us at the fence. So I will just back up and go away so he doesn't stay at the fence, and maybe he can interact with Tammy. So just now Shanae is grooming Ledoux. So Shanae and Indie were in front of the foster mom cage. Indie just went into the feeding cage. So I'm trying to get Okoye and Tammy out. So Okoye is the one just in front of me. Tammy is up there. So I'm trying to get them out. So we have Ledoux, Shanae and Indie just there. I'm trying to get them out so I can try to let them all out, in the hope that Ledoux will follow Shanae and Indie out. At the beginning he was always with them, so it was the right opportunity, but I still have a few females in the cage and I cannot let them inside. That would be perfect right now to open the door, but I just need the two females out first. So yeah, we'll try. We'll see how it goes. That would be nice for Ledoux. Update on the TNT foster mom cage. We have Ledoux just there and JC there. So we had Shanae and Indie with Ledoux for most of the afternoon. The babies were very happy to be back together, playing a lot. Shanae and Ledoux were grooming each other. But yeah, Tammy took some time to go out, and once she went out, Shanae and Indie didn't want to leave, and once they left, Ledoux did not follow them. So Jesse's gonna spend the night with him. It's their first. They didn't spend a lot of time together. So we'll see how it goes. So far so good. They don't interact, but right there I have Hazel with Ledoux. So Hazel is one of the foster moms. We actually had a good opportunity because I opened the door, she went to the door, and Ledoux was following her. So I think he would have followed her out in troop, but the thing is, a few females came in and wanted to come in the IC. So we're waiting for the females to leave in front of the IC so that Ledoux can follow Hazel out in troop. So Ledoux just went out in troop with Hazel, and we have Indie and Ledoux who just arrived. So we have Ledoux with Malandro on the left and Hazel on the right. So Hazel is leaving. He's spending most of the time with Malandro. He's super comfortable in troop. We're not expecting that. At one point Malandro left, so he panicked and he tried to climb the fence. But he got shocked and then just got off right away. And she came back to him, lip smacking and hugging him. So he's doing pretty good. Indy is not too far away. Oh yeah, even with the big adult males, he's not even that scared. So he's doing much better than expected. Oh.
Well, so far things seem to be going well with Ledoux. He has been very frightened of everybody, but seems to be settling down nicely and starting to make some friends.
I can't see who just joined them though. He just told them off.
We also got to remember that Ledoux, of course, is a lot older and not easily accepted by foster moms because he's beyond that age, which does make it a little bit more difficult. So it is a little bit tougher for him out there. He's got to rely more on friends and making friends with everybody else more than a foster mom. And of course he doesn't always have the right behaviors, which can get him into a little bit of trouble.
Is that Ildiko? I'll check later on the video. I can't see from that far away. It might be Ildiko because Mia was much more gentle with him. Yeah. It's too bright. This is Ledoux still with Malandro. He's truly been doing amazing. We're really surprised of how comfortable he's feeling in troop, but we're super duper happy about this. It feels like he's been in the troop for weeks at this point, but it's only been a few hours. He's eating well, he's been playing so much with the juveniles. He's been groomed a lot, especially by Turk and Malandro. The adult males are very protective of him. So we have Ledoux with Malandro. Just there we have Turk. So really easy to recognize her with the short tail. Ledoux has been clinging to Malandro quite a bit, and it was super sweet because he actually defended her. So Malandro and Turk started to have an argument. So we have Cheyenne there. Cheyenne was redirecting to Ledoux a lot in the foster home cage. So yeah, when Malandro and Turk had an argument, Ledoux head bobbed Turk. That was super sweet. So we have Ledoux after his first night in troop, and just Malandro. So it's around 6 at the moment. The troop is pretty calm. I just saw Indie and Ledoux around 15 minutes ago. So as you can see, he's not always weight bearing on the right leg. That's because of an injury that happened 2 weeks ago when we started the release. It's healing well though. So Indy has not been drinking a lot from the feeding cages. Ledoux has not been in a feeding cage yet. Don't know if he's going to go inside. The female above him is Hazel, one of the foster moms. She's the one that Ledoux followed yesterday out in tube. We're hoping that now that the babies are back together, they might feel more comfortable to drink milk. Yeah, they do. Good job, buddy. So I don't think Indie drank a lot. Usually when he doesn't stay that long, it was just a few sips. It's better than nothing. Shayna is much more comfortable, so she's just there. And she usually gets super stressed when Indie is in the feeding cage. So yeah, there's a lot of progress from all of them. Ledoux is going out. Indie back in. So yeah, I'm waiting for the babies to leave to check how much they drank. I'm not gonna do it when they're still in the feeding cage because I don't want to scare them.
Well, Ledoux really enjoying some of this fresh corn on the cob. We're very lucky to be able to get it from just over an hour and a half away, and fortunately it's not too expensive for a bucky load, but the monkeys really enjoy it. You can just see how Ledoux keeps coming back there to get his piece, taking it with him. I'm sure if he could fit it all in his pouches. You can see his little pouches already stuffed there. Look how swollen they are with all the corn that he's already put in there, and he's trying to guzzle as much as he can. It's actually quite nice to eat. I've eaten it fresh like that myself. It's got a beautiful sweet taste, really nice. You don't even have to cook this corn. It's so nice. So yeah, the monkeys are really enjoying it, and you can see Ledoux really tucking into this piece and getting as much as he can. It's always rewarding to see how much these monkeys sometimes enjoy the food. It's not always an easy thing to find, and we have a constant battle trying to find fresh fruit and vegetables on a daily basis. We have to bring in about a ton of food every day, of cabbages, all this type of thing, and the prices are going up all the time, so it becomes a very difficult thing. So some of you would like to know, a lot of your donations go towards buying beautiful food like this to feed these guys and make sure they get a very healthy diet. And you can see how grateful they are for having such fresh food to basically eat.
We have Ledoux with Malendro, Okoye and Ildiko. So I think it might be Mia who just joined them.
There's always a lot of interest in a new member that joins the troop like this. Sometimes I don't really know if they can imagine just how or where he came from, but normally they're very gentle with them, especially with the moms or that little group of them that have look after it together, that have got a bond with each other. They sort of look after the new little infant or new little friend that's come in and try and make sure they feel welcome and safe.
So you can't really see, but Ledoux is in the middle of all these monkeys. He's been receiving a lot of attention this morning. So we have Malendro in the back and he's actually on the belly. We had Ildiko, who was Ildiko, Maggie, Lisa Maria, Harold and Linda were trying to I think that's Okoye on the right. Yeah, so we have Okoye at the moment. I think Mia. Oh, you can see Ledoux now. He's being groomed. So he's a bit stressed though that so many monkeys are giving him so much attention. So he's just seeking comfort from Malenjo, and she's quite protective of him, so that's super cute. So we have Ildiko being groomed on the right. We can't really see him, but Ledoux is still on the belly, we can see the head.
This is really a nice little sight of like the whole little family all gathered together there, grooming each other, looking after the new little orphan that's just sort of come in. So really a nice little bit of video. Yeah, video's not too steady, but at least we can see what's all going on and how important the grooming session and everything is for these monkeys. It really does form the whole bond for them. Just look how they're being held there. That's Turk coming in. You can always notice him with the short tail and just being chastised and said, "You just behave yourself, please." Well, this is a nice part about what's going on. As you see, everybody sort of settling in, the juveniles sort of chasing everybody around and playing games and everything like this. It's really nice to see, and this is like very rewarding for everybody because this was quite a hard integration, and after seeing everybody basically getting out there, the worry that went into it and everything like that, not knowing if it was all going to work out, and now you can see this beautiful family formed, everybody there's together. It's really great looking after each other. They got the security. Mom doesn't look too concerned, but the juveniles are around to help protect everybody. So it's really, really great and nice just to sit back now and have a look and just admire these little guys back out in the troop, back to being monkeys again.
So Ledoux and Indy are ready to settle for the night. So it was the first full day in troop for Ledoux. He spent a lot of time with Indy. Both of them are becoming very, very comfortable in troop. And they both had good drinks from the feeding cage, so I'm super happy about this. Yeah, they spent a lot of time together playing, exploring a lot. At one point Ledoux just went by himself and explored most of the enclosure without a female, which was really brave of him. It's a bit tricky to do the focus at the moment.
Well, the day has finally come to an end for these two, and it's actually been quite amazing. It's been quite a tricky introduction, and a big thank you to our volunteers, our staff members, everybody out there, all the effort that was put into getting these two out, because it wasn't easy. Very, very difficult integration, but nice to see they're out there. Lovely to see them all out in the trees settling down for the night. Just shows you how well everything went, and we're really grateful for everybody that put this effort in and time just to get these two little ones back with some foster moms and being monkeys again. And of course, naturally, a big thank you to everybody out there for your support. Your donations are what's keeping us going. That's what it makes it possible. We couldn't ever get these little ones out, or so many of them out, or help so many little monkeys if it wasn't the help from you guys. And it's not just from the donation side, it's also the sharing the videos, getting other people to come and watching them yourselves, watching the adverts, promoting our social media. Also, whenever you see that we're asking for funds, just promoting it to other people, because we can't reach everybody. So we're really grateful for that, and thank you everybody for helping where you can. We still need to get a lot of donations coming in. It's been a very, very tough time for us. Not a very nice time of the year. We're sort of battling quite a lot now with low numbers of everybody. Finances are low. So if we can put in an extra effort, we'd really appreciate it. Thank you everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and naturally we'll see you in the next one.